Why older adults keep waking up at 3 a.m. and what it really means for your health and sleep. Have you ever wondered why so many older adults wake up at 3 a.m. and can't seem to fall back asleep? You might lie there in the quiet darkness, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong with your body or your mind. The truth is, this is more common than you think, and it's not just a random habit or a result of getting older. In this article, we'll explore 5 powerful reasons why older adults tend to wake up around 3 a.m. and what those early morning wake-ups may be trying to tell you. Each reason reveals something deeper about your body, your health, and your life experience. By the end of this piece, you may see your sleep in a whole new light. These aren't just surface-level explanations, they're rooted in real physiology, psychology, and the rhythms of aging that most people aren't even aware of. 1. Reduced melatonin production. One of the clearest reasons older adults wake up in the middle of the night, often around 3 a.m., is the natural decline in melatonin production that comes with age. Melatonin is the hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle, often referred to as the body's internal clock. It plays a key role in helping you fall asleep and stay asleep. When you were younger, your body likely produced a steady amount of melatonin each night, allowing you to enjoy long stretches of uninterrupted rest. However, as the years go by, your body starts producing less melatonin. This change can have a real impact on how soundly you sleep. You might still fall asleep easily at night, especially if you've had a full day or a relaxing evening, but by the early hours of the morning, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or sometimes even 4 a.m., that natural supply of melatonin can dip too low to keep you in that restful state. You may find yourself waking up not because of a loud noise or a vivid dream, but because your brain is slowly shifting back toward wakefulness, without enough melatonin to hold you in sleep. This is a normal part of aging, but the bedroom environment can make it worse. Even small amounts of light, from a street lamp outside the window, a blinking clock on the nightstand, or a hallway light under the door, can suppress melatonin even further. Your body becomes more sensitive to environmental triggers as you age, making that 3 a.m. wake-up feel all the more frustrating. Take for example Janet, who's 68 and has always been a heavy sleeper. Recently, she started waking up around 3:15 a.m. every night, wide awake, but not anxious or upset. She realized it wasn't because she was stressed, but because her melatonin levels had dropped. Once she understood that this was a natural part of aging, she stopped feeling frustrated and started adjusting her habits. Now, she keeps her room dark, avoids screens before bed, and practices a relaxing bedtime routine to reinforce her natural circadian rhythm. These small changes have helped Janet deal with early morning wake-ups. If you find yourself waking up early and can't get back to sleep, this might be your body's natural rhythm shifting. Understanding that melatonin decreases with age can help you embrace this change with patience and compassion instead of frustration. 2. Shifted sleep cycle and advanced sleep phase. Another significant reason older adults wake up at 3 a.m. is due to a natural shift in the body's internal clock, a phenomenon known as advanced sleep phase. As we age, our circadian rhythms start to shift forward, meaning we begin to feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake up earlier in the morning. You might notice yourself nodding off during a late-night movie or waking up at dawn even on days when you wish you could sleep longer. This shift isn't just a matter of habit, it's deeply rooted in biology, and it can become more pronounced with each passing year. In your younger years, the body's rhythm may have aligned with a later bedtime and a wake-up time that felt more in sync with the sun. However, as the years go by, this rhythm gradually moves forward. You may fall asleep earlier, sometimes as early as 8:30 p.m. or 9 p.m., which means your body has already completed a full sleep cycle by the time 3 a.m. rolls around. This is why you may find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, feeling like you've already had enough rest, even if it's still dark outside. This change isn't harmful, but it can be frustrating if your lifestyle or daily routine doesn't align with this new sleep schedule. Take Henry, for instance, a 72-year-old retiree who eats dinner at 5 p.m. and goes to bed by 9 p.m. He's typically wide awake by 3 a.m., even though he doesn't feel particularly tired. At first, he thought this was a sign of insomnia, but after learning about advanced sleep phase, he understood that it was simply his body's natural adjustment to aging. Henry made some small changes to his evening routine, like reading a book or going for a short walk after dinner, and these adjustments helped him sleep a bit later, reducing his 3 a.m. wake-ups. This phenomenon of advanced sleep phase is a natural part of aging and can help you shift your expectations about your sleep patterns. Understanding this can make it easier to adjust your routine to support your new rhythm, and it may even help you enjoy deeper, more restful sleep. 3. Physical discomfort and health-related interruptions. As we age, the chances of dealing with chronic conditions or health issues increase, and many of these conditions tend to surface during the quiet hours of the night, disturbing your sleep. Physical discomfort, whether it's joint pain, a full bladder, or muscle cramps, can cause you to wake up during the night. These issues often creep in quietly, without any alarming sounds or disruptions, but they're enough to pull you out of your deep sleep. Conditions like arthritis, for example, can make it uncomfortable to lie in the same position for long periods. You may not feel the discomfort when you first fall asleep, but after several hours of stillness, those aches can build up enough to wake you up in the middle of the night. Similarly, acid reflux can also stir you from sleep, especially if you've eaten dinner too late or laid down too soon after a meal. Even things like dry mouth or muscle cramps can be enough to bring you out of your slumber during the early morning hours. Take Brian, who's 76, for example. He has arthritis in his knees, and after a few hours of sleep, the pain in his joints wakes him up. At first, he thought this was just a part of aging, but he realized that it was affecting his sleep. Brian now takes medication to manage his joint pain, and he also uses a memory foam mattress to support his joints better while sleeping. These changes have helped him get better rest. Another common reason for waking up early is the need to urinate. As we age, the bladder becomes less elastic, and the urge to relieve itself can come on faster and more frequently, especially in the middle of the night. At 3 a.m., when everything is quiet and dark, that sensation becomes impossible to ignore, making it difficult to get back to sleep. The medications older adults often take for blood pressure, heart health, or pain management can also affect sleep. Many of these medications come with side effects like frequent urination or changes in body temperature that can disturb your rest. Being aware of the impact your medications may have on your sleep pattern can help you make informed choices about managing these side effects. 4. Lifestyle habits that shift your sleep rhythm. Lifestyle habits play a huge role in shaping your sleep rhythm, and these habits often shift naturally as we age. Many older adults begin eating dinner earlier, winding down sooner in the evening, and experiencing less physical activity during the day. These small changes accumulate over time and can signal to the body that it's time for bed earlier, which inevitably pushes the wake-up time earlier too. For example, Clara, a 74-year-old retiree, has developed the habit of eating dinner at 4:30 p.m. and heading to bed around 8:30 p.m. Most nights, she falls asleep quickly, but by 3 a.m., her body feels like it's already had a full night's rest. She realized that her routine had shifted her sleep window earlier, and as a result, she began waking up much earlier than she wanted. To address this, Clara made some adjustments to her routine, such as adding a light snack before bed and staying up a little longer in the evening to push her wake-up time closer to the morning. It's important to understand that your body thrives on routine. When external time cues like work or social activities diminish, your internal rhythm can drift. By consciously adjusting your habits, like adding some physical activity or extending your evening routine, you can help realign your sleep schedule with your desired wake-up time. 5. Emotional and psychological restlessness. Sometimes waking up at 3 a.m. has less to do with the body and more to do with the mind. As we grow older, emotional layers that were once buried by the busyness of daily life can start to surface in the quiet of the night. The early morning hours, when the world is still and distractions are few, often become the stage where unresolved emotions, worries, or longings emerge. Take Evelyn, for example. She's 82 and widowed. During the day, she keeps busy with activities like gardening and chatting with friends, but around 3 a.m., she often wakes up with thoughts about her late husband or worries about her future. At first, she thought this was a sign of sleep problems, but over time, she realized it was simply her heart and mind processing emotions that were harder to deal with during the day. Evelyn started keeping a journal by her bed to write down her thoughts when she woke up. This practice helped her process her feelings and return to sleep more peacefully. Emotional and psychological restlessness at night is not something to be fixed, but rather something to be honored. These wake-ups may be a sign that your mind needs some space to process old memories or lingering emotions. Recognizing these moments and offering yourself compassion can lead to deeper rest and emotional healing. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, take a quiet moment to reflect on what you've just read. What resonated with you the most? Was it the shift in your internal clock, the subtle changes in your health, or perhaps something deeper, like an emotional rhythm that only shows itself when the world is still? Each of these reasons offers a different way to understand your early morning wake-ups, and none of them point to something wrong or broken. Instead, they reveal how deeply your body and mind are still working, still responding, still adapting. Waking up at 3 a.m. may feel like an inconvenience, but it can also be a quiet reminder to tune in, check in, and make small changes that support better health and deeper rest. Understanding these signals empowers you to make choices that improve your quality of life, ensuring you continue to live with clarity and peace. Thank you for taking the time to read this. You are not alone in this experience, and with insight comes strength. Your body and mind are always adapting to the journey of aging, and by honoring this process, you can continue to thrive in your own rhythm.